Good evening, everyone. This is Royce coming back at you with yet another one of my mom's recipes. We're being a little quieter today because, one, I'm not in my room. Two, it's quiet time. Three, both my cousin and brother are still sleeping. And it's their day off today, so I don't want to bug them. Well, I it'd be even worse if I bugged them on their day on, I guess, but, Anyway. So what is today's flavor of my mother's awesome cooking? Why, none other than her pasta carbonara with bacon and shrimp. My mom really got into making carbonara while we lived together. It's a very simple dish to make. All you really need is Parmesan and egg yolk. Of course, you're supposed to have a special Italian ham, but most people just use bacon. Most Americans just use bacon, and that's okay. Use what you have. She actually made pasta puttanesca a couple weeks ago, and it was, well, a month ago now, I guess, over a month ago. It was one of the first meals I had in this apartment, and it had olives in it, which I hate, but also I was hungry at the time, so it was the worst thing I ever shoveled into my gullet. But we're not here for fun. We're not here for olives and anchovies. We're here for fettuccine noodles, shrimp and bacon. Let's get a little bit of everything here, and let's dig in. I've had one complaint about this over her normal recipe. It's that the shrimp don't really add much flavor. They just subtract from the normal flavor because they're pre-blanched shrimp, I believe. Seafood can be delicious, but it's a difficult thing to work into a recipe. My mom and grandma are actually going down to visit my great aunt this soon. Um, and they accidentally chose during the eclipse. So, rooms are going to be way higher. Luckily, they're not going to be there the day of the eclipse, but still going to be pretty sold out. I don't know how wide is the total eclipse. Is that the umbra or the penumbra? I want to say it's the umbra. I don't know how wide the penumbra is going to be, I don't know how wide the umbra is going to be, but I hope I don't accidentally dox what specific area my mom and grandma are going to be in at that time. Excuse me. Oh, come on. This is the problem with getting a pasta that's purely cheese and yolk, is you get a lot of sticky noodles coming together. Luckily, the place I work at now also has a thing is an international hotel chain. Um, So I was able to get them there. Oh, I need to make a note to Royce. Make your mother her print off her discount stuff for her. Mm. So I'd gone to my mom's on Friday to do my taxes, and that's when she gave me this. And because like this is my first time filing a 1099, and I just wanted the option for help if I needed it. She, midway through the process, she yanked the laptop from my hands and started typing herself. Basically saying that my typing was bugging her. Then my sister called and said that mom was babying me. It's more a matter of this lady is a perfectionist, and she was offended by my typing because I wasn't doing home row. Which I know how to do home row. But this was just entering in numbers, so I was doing one-handed, one finger on the number pad. Even that wasn't good enough for her. I don't know. My mom's weird. Mommy's alright, daddy's alright, they're just a little strange. Surrender. I just had a horrifying vision of the future. What if one day I do have kids and they don't like seafood? Because I was just thinking, like, one day, what if my mom does? Well, one day when my mom passes on, what if I do have to make this for any children I have? Would I omit the shrimp because I'm not a big fan of them, or not a big fan of them in this dish in particular? Or would they be like, ew, gross shrimp? Anyway. Unfortunately, due to the 1099 filing, I'm not allowed to use free software. Luckily, they let you pay for it out of your refund. So you know. Normally, I do my taxes in January, but one, it took me a while to get all my tax info together. Two, I wanted to try to actually do things the right way this year because I was like, well, this is my first time filing as an independent contractor, whatever YouTube wants to call me. Oh. So because I thought there's no way this is going to take more than an hour, I didn't bother bringing my laptop charger. My laptop dies in the middle, not in the middle, right at the end of doing our taxes. I just hope they save my spot. I don't even think it lasted an hour. I will say, I do understand why people like fettuccine noodles better than spaghetti noodles. They do have a little more chew to them naturally. They twirl a little easier. They're just a really good piece of food. Magnifico. My mother is an excellent cook. Of course, all my family are excellent cooks. So that may be me. My dad knows his way around a smoker. One grandma has been cooking steaks and frying food her entire life. The other grandma knows how to make a delicious meal with very little. With very little. Again, those goat cheese crepes, or blue cheese crepes sometimes. And my uncle, he's probably the best. He's the best seasoner of the lot. The dry rub on his ribs is. Oh, I need to do. Excuse me. I need to highlight that sometime. Anyway, I gotta get back to watching Bardic Broadcast. So you all have a good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm outie.